Project every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if that's your cup of tea, be sure to click on that subscribe button down below. As I'm trying to reach 40,000 subscribers before I turn 40 next year. But right now, I'm actually legitimately very excited to check out Akhedena, Destiny of the Throne, which I believe, as I counted, was the 21st most popular project in all of games. Now, I wanted to cover this one because I'm always fascinated to see how, why, and what smaller projects are doing on GameFound, because I still think, I've said this many times, if you're a smaller creator, you should probably go to Kickstarter. 9 times out of 10, unless you have some sort of it factor or something, or you have to, go Kickstarter, don't go GameFound. This smaller publisher, I'm assuming, went GameFound. They had 673 people who have heard of this, and 2 people who have backed it, and that was down from 3. When I made this thumbnail yesterday, it was 3, so things are going very poorly. Let's start with the main image. It looks incredibly generic. It looks like everything else, though. I'll say a lot of stuff looks incredibly generic. It's hard to stand out, especially when GameFound gives you the stupid square instead of the rectangles, but it's a miniatures game. There's a dragon on the front. I've seen it. And then we go to here, and it says strategy board game. That is absolutely unacceptable and incredibly lazy. And just, like, I betcha there's not going to be another one that's worse than yours. Like, how do you do it? Like, this is the bare minimum. And you can't do the bare minimum of describing it? It's just laziness. Like, or incredible incompetence to not realize it's there. It's not off to a great start. Also, the fact that you have 2 people backed it tells me that you really didn't playtest this a lot. Like, if you're to this point in the process and you have 3 backers and then you get to 2 backers, that tells me the people who are close to you playing this aren't backing it even to support you, which is odd. Like, that's just not typically how human nature works, especially considering this isn't a solo game. This is a 2 to 4 player game. So, I'm so perplexed by this. Let's get to the video. There's a lot of stuff here, a lot of pictures. I don't care about any. There's no video. Okay. Well, oh, there it was. Okay, so there's a game guide rules overview. Okay, so I want to go back just to see what the first thing that pops up. What's the first thing they want me to see? Because it's hard to tell on GameFound once it starts scrolling. So let's figure that out. Okay, it's this video. Good. Let's do it fair. Vimeo. Is that a hot choice? How long is it? 1:30? Okay. Dragons. Flying. Cards. Lots of text and cards. Love that. Miniature. Don't care. Box. Don't care. Is that a tile? Do I put that together? Was that a map? What was that? Don't be mysterious. What the heck was that? I wanted to see what that was. It looks like 2 things coming together. Is that the board? I don't know. You're not telling me much here. Unleash your Dragon's Fury spent fun. I couldn't read the card, thanks. Okay, this looks fun. That looks unique. Those components are great. I go back to that main image. I think we zoom in on those components. Also, maybe tell me a little bit about this game in the video or in the description before I click on your GameFound page. But I mean, honestly, those are like, this feels like a rough draft, like a oops, didn't mean to launch it kind of thing. Like, but not knowing that, like, it's unacceptable, right? Like, when you're going to go ahead and ask me for $80 to $100 to $200, if you don't even know that you should do that, that is seriously concerning to me. As someone who's probably been burned on Kickstarter X number of times. Let me know in the comments below. I just want to see the numbers. Even if you don't normally comment, I'm curious. I'm just curious, please. That looks fun. Whoa, what is this? You're going metal. Oh man. That's a choice. That's interesting. Are you showing me the molds? No, because the mold is a giant machine that... Never mind. I'm a noob. Well, unless this was actually the inside. I've been to a factory. I've seen how the molds are put together. It's really fascinating. That game right there looks fun. Can we talk more about that game? and what's going on with all the cards, because there's lots of text on these cards, and there's lots of cards, and there's lots of cool moving pieces. I worry, and I'm wondering if this is one of those cases of this being handed to some third party. Like, this cool game, like, we want you to bring it to GameFound, and they handed it to someone. Like, we'll take care of it. Like, because I get emails like this sort of stuff all the time. Like, hey, we can get your crowdfunding project boosted up to this, or we can get your YouTube channel. I wonder if it's that. In which case, I'm very interested to see who is running this Kickstarter so I can see what their next project looks like. I'll put that politely. Those look really nice. Are they actually metal? Because that's kind of crazy and expensive. What's I think? With Brett Welder. That's not a bad number. Thank you, thy doctor. I want to play that game. It looks gloriously overproduced. It looks epic. Like, it looks... And I think that's just the size of things and the map and the scope, but they nailed it. Like, you get your people to the video, I think they're going to have a shot here, especially if you got a reasonable price. But your starting point of not describing your game at all. Look at all the text on those cards. Like, I want to play this game. Like, I am legitimately excited to try. I hope the rulebook looks good. Hey, the numbers on the back, okay. Because it looks like a merging of an old and new game, right? It looks like, all right, we took Stratego, but then we made it 4 players, then we added on all these cards. Like, that's, and I love games like that, you know? Hit me with how many cards there are. Sooner rather than later. That video, I think, could do with a bit of narration, a bit more direction, a bit more telling me about the game, a bit less of the quick jump cuts to stuff that we don't need. But that video is way better than $405 and 2 backers. And I now feel bad for this project because there was a lot of work put into that. Even, like, I think a voiceover would have been great. I think there's a lot of stuff here, but that was really rock solid. Not even a dog on that. All right, Akhedena, that's the creator. That's all I get. Okay. They have not done anything else in the past. They are from, does it say where they're from? We'll get there. All images have been edited and may differ from the actual product. Okay, whatever, 2 to 4 players, 90 minutes. Yeah, put that on the front, put that on the marquee. Let me see that this is a medium weight 2 to 4 player game with massively overproduced. $69? Put that on the marquee. That's like, you have so much good stuff here. Golly, who is steering the ship? I feel so bad for the people rowing the boat. No second chances, no late pledges, no retail, only here. Fear of missing out. Hit me with it good. This is all good stuff. Play your way. Classic for depth, quick match for speed. Okay, basic pack. Everything needed to play is included. It comes with the standee, so it looks like it's been played on Tabletop Simulator. Also, you showed me it's a big box there to the side. Is it that thick? Because $70 for that price per box. Now, granted, if this is all just cardboard and some wood and some card stock, that's not too terribly expensive. How many cards are we getting here? Your cards are really what wowed me personally. Eek, tell me how many. Give me a solid number. Map size, centimeters and inches. Thank you. Much appreciated. This looks good. What's this? Showcasing the components. I wonder if they've already manufactured this and this is like an after the fact kind of thing. Or I wonder if, like, if they're that far along in the process that they know they're going to kind of thing. Because these are really high quality. I wonder if that's game backer or not backer. I wonder if that's the Game Crafter. Which, by the way, if you ever plan on creating your own game, I cannot recommend BackerKit enough. Not BackerKit. Oh my gosh, it will come to me. The best place. It's in Wisconsin. JT runs it. I can't think of the name of it. I'm drawing a blank. They used to sponsor my channel. Oh, God, I'm so bad. Optional miniature add-on. They're fantastic. I'm going to glow about them lovingly as soon as I remember their name. Also, they do these cool things at conventions where they used to have candy stores, but it was all like loose components. So you'd feel like you'd walking into a candy store in their booth, but it was like, oh, you fill up a bag and you could like, oh, I'll get the cow meeples and I'll get these and that. It was so awesome. So this looks great. It all looks like you're just doing a little too much here. I feel like at this point, like I get it. How much is the expensive? Like, is the expensive version is not $69. Just get to how much that price is. I don't feel like it should take this long of just nothing but pictures. That's it. So why are you showcasing the miniatures so much if there's no miniatures in the game? What? Am I that out of pocket? You have... Look at your main freaking image. It is quite literally mostly miniatures. You took the time to make the miniatures different colors. You have intricate details of these miniatures. The miniatures are heavily featured in your video. And then we get to the game and you don't have the guts to put the actual price of the game and you just have the standee version. What the hell is this? Go look. As much as people say they want the standee version, nobody buys the standee versions on Kickstarter after the fact. Yeah, different story. But on Kickstarter, look at the numbers. I look at them all the time. Why would you bait and switch your audience? I was literally excited because of how elaborate the metal pieces were. I was like, that seems intricate, stupidly expensive, but God, I want it. And you're like, nope. Standees. F. This is an F. I don't care what's below here. You promised me something. Oh, the add-ons. Oh, sorry. Apologize. I retract my F, but that's a full point grade bump down. What is that? Okay. Lead with this then. Lead with the deluxe pledge that has everything. Okay. Breathe. Okay, so what is going on here? So I'm in the shopping area still, right? Yeah, it's a mess of, okay, so it's $69. Then the add-ons are, why wouldn't you have the add-on sections right next to it? Like, what are you doing? Put that right next to it. Don't put the stretch, like, I love stretch goals high. I always say put stretch goals higher. But in this case, put the add-ons below the rewards. So I'm like, oh, okay. So that's just the base game. But then if I want to get the fancy intricate miniatures, this is what the price is. That's the organization of this. Like, if people say you're nitpicking too hard. No, organization matters. My impression went from I can't believe what you're doing to, oh, okay, that's not actually that unreasonable. Like, because you can mass manufacture the standard one and then print these on the side, and that's what most people do, right? We just don't, they don't label it as such a lot of the time. So this is some of the artwork. Okay, I'm guessing it's AI, which is going to turn off some people. I personally don't care, but whatevs. We played the test version for over 100 hours, but I'm just mentioning that I don't see why you really, like, I don't feel like, you're essentially just putting a target on your back by putting this here, I feel like, a little bit. Like, someone who might have been into it is now like, all right, why are you, I don't know. Don't glamorize it, I guess. I don't think you're to the point where we should really be bragging about it. I feel like that's a little bit what that is, because there's a lot of stuff that I need to know first. I need a rule book, I need a gameplay video, I need these quotes, apparently. We playtested the version for over 100 hours and never got tired of it. For over 100 hours, I felt like completely immersed, especially when I started playtesting with the miniatures. We have continuously improved upon the weakness of this board game. One day I was playing without even noticing the passage of time. After improving it, we tested it with other friends. It was really fun, she said. UBK, it was surprisingly easy to learn and enjoyable. At first, I didn't think much of it, but as I played it, I became more focused on the game. That's not a quote I would put. Call me crazy. It's like, all right, sell me on your favorite game. Give me a quote. All right, here it is. At first I didn't think much of it, the game. But as I played it, I became more focused on it. Like, that's not even, what are you doing? Did AI make this page? I enjoyed Akhedena, the 2v2 boot. It adds more strategies, how to play. Okay, cool. Oh, PDF download, fantastic. This includes guide in the box. Is provided in English by default. That looks great. Like, I want to play that game with the home territory and the abandoned forest and the crowns in the center. And there's tons of cards here, and there's standees that hold them. I have this running hypothesis about how I eventually believe that we will see these board game factories just go straight to Kickstarter and GameFound and skip, like, publishers to a certain extent. I just, sometimes I look at projects and I'm like, is this it? Is this where we're starting to see it? Classic mode, 50 to 60 minutes, 2 to 4 players, 1 to 1, 2 to 2. And if you're that factory, give me a call. I've worked for a Chinese factory before. I'll work for another one. QR code I got my Chinese passport, baby. QR code translation support. You can check translations when waiting your turn. Shipping and taxes, shipping information, important USA backers. Please note you live in Washington State. Okay. 10 to 20 bucks. That's not bad at all. So, in and out the door, $79 to $89 for the game. It seems Kickstarter reasonable. I guess I don't know how many cards you have. How many cards are in the game? Action cards, 68. General cards, so 105. Okay. It's not a bad amount. It's not a great amount. Okay, so the price feels Kickstarter reasonable. You jump up to the big minis. I guess it feels fine. Because you're paying for metal, right? Like, these are metal. That's pretty awesome. All right. What do we got? Comments, updates. Yeah, let's see the comments. I am very... And 6 updates. 6 updates and 2 backers. That's a lot of work. That is 3 updates per backer. I don't feel like that's a ratio that's sustainable. Akhedena game guide and rules video preview. Oh, cool. Get a sneak peek at Akhedana's rules and gameplay with our new game video guide. Oh, yeah, they did. They put that up there. Neat. Is there, am I missing the sound? Yeah.
Once an opponent's army strength has been revealed, future strategies can be planned.
I didn't pause that. This is the video. 610.
General 1 ranged, attacker, and General 2 melee.
Okay, so I guess that's nice that's there. I'm not going to dog on that. Campaign launch date update now starting September 6th. So we had 3 thumbs for that. Due to final tasks needed completion, our campaign launch date has been postponed to September to supporters due to several finishing tasks that require attention. So yeah, I'm just curious to see what the comments are saying about this, and then I'll give this one a grade. Very interesting project for sure. No late pledges, no retail shots, only 1 shot. Go. Gosh. Gotta pin that fear of missing out, or else those 2 people might go away. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. Once I was like, okay, fine, fear of missing out. I don't have a problem with it. But like re-emphasizing it here when you're doing so much worse than you probably were hoping. What is the reasons for ass? Only 1 shot. Yeah, that's a really good question. Why the only 1 shot one does kind of catch my eye. We're never doing another print run ever? That feels not great for the designer, I would imagine. Like, oh yeah, we're just good. We're just done. Sorry. The project is very personal to me. It may not be a masterpiece, but reaching the point has already taken a great deal of time, energy, and effort. My true goal is simply to finish it well and bring it to life from start to end. That's why it'll be a one-time release only. No late pledges, no retail, no preprints. I just want to complete it with gratitude and then close this chapter. Thank you sincerely for your interest and support. Was looking for gameplay videos on YouTube, so I didn't want to send anything. I used to upload gameplay videos on YouTube, but my account was suspended for some reason and is no longer active. I'll be uploading a board game play video soon that you can use for reference, even if it's a brief one. I suggest also, is this one a Board Game Geek? I don't know. Well, let's check out the rule booklet. It's rough. It's rough, but it's here. You can make an informed decision. Cool. Use the back of it well, hopefully. Okay. Defeat the castle, defeat the hero. That sounds nice. This looks interesting. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Is this still in development? Solo crossed it from my Google feed. Solo mode. We made the decision to support a solo mode, the final version of the game. We apologize not to. Okay. This is such a weird project. Final grade. Do I want it? Yeah, I do. The game itself looks fun. Like, it looks like an enjoyable game that someone has put a considerable amount of time and effort into. I'm going to guess they tried to Ryan Lockett this and do everything themselves, though. And in doing that, they did so many huge, monumental, colossal things that a lot of the small, minor things just kind of slip through the cracks, and they really matter. Like, because right now, it's like, especially when you don't start off hot, you're trying to convince me to join a losing team, which people typically do not like to do. And there's a couple points where, like, if I were not doing this, running this show, I would be like, yeah, there's 20 other projects above this on GameFound right now competing for money, and hundreds, literally hundreds of them on Kickstarter. There are no board games on backer kit at the moment, in case you're wondering. I checked. I was going to cover anything. Nothing. No board games. They're like, we're done. All right. So final grade. Do I want to? Yeah, I do. Surprisingly, I feel like the video was. It got me wanting to play it and see the stupidly obnoxious components that I love. Can you do it? I don't feel comfortable with this in any way, shape, or form, unless all of the gold and the plastic stuff are just, stock like Alibaba, like we're just getting 300 of these. Because the cost to make molds and what, like $5,000 is an incredibly low goal for this, right? And that's concerning. Just not crossing the T's and dotting the I's is concerning. Can you do it? I don't feel comfortable with that at all. And then how much is it? It feels fine. I really feel like you should have leaned into that. I think you would have had a much better shot if you just leaned into it. $69. Get people through the door, get people to see the video and say, what the heck is this? This is weird. Yeah, I'm back in this one weird game, but it's only, what, $89, $130, something like that. You get people just with the throwaway money who just want to see you. They want to support you, and they want to potentially get that first edition of that game that, ends up being, a top 2,000 on Board Game Geek, like a little hidden gem. I found about a game. Barely was funded, but yeah, the second one's going to be huge. Like, people love doing that. People love doing that. You might love doing that. So, but instead, I don't feel like you capture that buzz. So at the end of the day, final grade is not a good one. Do I want it? Yeah, I do, though. Can you do it? I don't feel comfortable. How much is it? It feels fine, but the process of getting to that price was so terrible. Like the glimpses, the moments where I thought you didn't have miniatures. Because you just, why not? You didn't tell me right there. Like, I'm going to go with there's a gameplay video. Oh, there's a how to play video. There's a rule booklet. There is enough information to make an informed decision, so I'm not going to dog them for that. So it's not like a terrible, terrible grade. But I think it's like a D+. Like, just from the jump, just not having a description at all, just strategy board game, you could not possibly look more generic if you tried. Like, if you put nothing in there, I dare say it would almost look better. I might give you the benefit of the doubt and be like, oh, they probably accidentally deleted it or something. But just to put strategy board game, like, you gotta be, like, that's your, and I showcased all the other ones below them. Also, like, yeah. So I'm gonna go with a D+. There's a lot of work put into there, and I think there's a solid second one. Like, I think they, obviously, I don't, and also, I will say it's a bit concerning you only have 2 backers, though. Like, that really makes me worry about the plate. Like, because that's just no one in your inner circle. Like, because you played this, I don't know. That's just always concerning for me. See, I'm going to go with a D+. I think this one definitely has a shot, though. Relaunch a second time. Make some tweaks. Go look at the industry standard, that sort of thing. But let me know in the comments below what's your final grade for Akhedena, Destiny of the Throne. If you don't want to give me the grade, do let me know. How many times have you been burned on Kickstarter or GameFound in the past? I'm curious to see. Thy doctor was only at 1. Good for you. Have a good one. Also, quick show note. 2 shows tomorrow. Doing a 12:30. I don't typically do those, but with my daughter being in preschool now, we'll be doing more of the 12:30 shows, which will generally be tech, video games, tabletop role-playing games, all sorts of stuff like that. Really the stuff that I'm either interested in or is stupidly popular and can help grow my channel, because that's, that's the game. Have a good one. Bye-bye.